Hey, good morning everyone, it's Mike Fisher from Finding Fish. Welcome to Antigua. In this video, I'm going to be discussing with you about car rental. We rented a car here in Antigua, and I'm going to let you know if it was worth it or not. In this video, I'm going to explain a few things. First things first, we ordered this car online when I was back in Canada. And so how that works is, you pay like you usually do for a deposit. I got to this country and they actually have a sign for you at the airport when you walk out the main doors of the airport. They met me in a parking lot. So we basically, they met me in a parking lot. We went over the paperwork in the parking lot. I went over the car extensively. It took video because the car had a lot of dings and scratches and bruises on it, and I didn't want to be liable for that. And I didn't take the insurance because my credit card does have insurance. But you know what, folks? You might want to consider taking their insurance. If there's a no hassle insurance for your $100, it might be worth it. You just drop the car off and you don't worry. Anyway, a couple other things I'm going to mention. Gasoline. Gasoline here is 14 EC a gallon. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. We haven't gone through hardly any gas. We rented this car for 7 days, and at this video I'm gonna let you know if it was worth having it for 7 days. Anyway, we're just going into Nelson's dockyard, and we'll come back to the video shortly. Rules of the road: stick to the left. I'm from Canada, and I find that very hard to do. I'm so programmed in being in the other lane, especially if you're making a right-hand turn. You got to stick to the rules of the road here. They're quirky. I don't get them, but if you're coming here, you should actually look it up. It would be very helpful. So we got a compact car with small tires, and I'm just going to let you know that the roads here are a little rough. They're bumpy, and they've got lots of potholes. So if you're driving a compact like I am, take it easy, because I see a lot of flat tires here. If you hit a pothole too hard, that might be the end of it. And you got to watch out for drivers here, because people will pull out. So be cautious. I believe, yeah, we got it for actually 8 days. And to be totally honest with you, I don't know if we need it for the entire time. Cabs here are relatively cheap. To go from the airport to English Harbour, it's $48 US for 2 people one way. And then let's just say you wanted to go out a night out in the town, you wanted to go up to Shirley Heights on Sunday or Thursday night. For 2 people, I believe the cab was $10 each way US. So, if you're going to be bombing around the entire island, you might need a rental for the entire time. For me, I don't know. I'll let you know at the end of the video if it was really worth having it for the entire time. But anyway, this is what the roads typically look like here. Narrow and bumpy. Which way are we going? Right. Let's stay. If you're interested in going to Shirley Heights, this is what it looks like. Very narrow and bumpy.
These are actually some of the better roads we've been on.
That's true. Very true. So that's Galleon Beach down there. Or actually, do we turn up here? I don't know what that beach is, but it's awesome looking, eh? Well, that's it for us. An amazing stay at the yacht club. We're on our way to get our car rental, and we're gonna head back to the airport, and I'm gonna show you the drive and what it's like to have a car and to drive to the airport, and go over the details with you on the way, and to let you know if it was worth it and if I'd rent a car again. Very hot in the car. I was gonna pull it up. So obviously if you're driving here, you're going to go through some gas, so you're going to have to find a gas station. Now, I believe gas is about what? 15 EC. So we're going to put $10 in it because we haven't driven that much, and we're going to see what we get. We'll see if this gets us to the airport. The people of this island are so friendly. Thanks, brother. Have a good day.
Same to you.
Thank you.
You take care.
Let's see what we got. Oh, she's full. Completely full. Over full. Probably didn't even need it. This side. Next year, Zelma.
Next year.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay?
Take care.
Thanks for having us. Okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
If you're coming here, put that on your list. Zelma's Kitchen. Dockside Road, I believe it's called, right across from the marina. Now, like we've said before, the road is very bumpy and very narrow. So, you know, like for me, would I rent a car again? If I honestly, we rented it for 8 days. I think we used it for 3, eh? Probably for us it would have been cheaper just to take a couple of cabs and be done with it and not have any hassles. Which way are we going? Okay. But if you're adventurous and you're on the go all the time, well then a cab is probably going to be for you. I don't work for a cab company, or sorry, a rental company. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm not being paid to say this or not to say this. It's just my personal opinion. And it's about my personal experience. If I had bigger tires on this car, I think I'd feel a little bit more confident. I've seen a lot of vehicles with flat tires, so, you know, and then I look at these little micro tires and I'm like, oh boy, you know, I don't know if this was worth it. And there's bumps and speed bumps all over the place, and there's a lot of potholes. Let's just talk about the insurance, because this is one thing that, you know, I thought about after I got the car. So, my credit card comes with insurance. So you get the car, they haggle you, they say, listen, okay, well, you can take your own insurance, but listen, if there's a problem, for whatever the cost is, the problem is, you're paying it in full, and then you're gonna go back to your credit card company and try to get the money. So, listen, I have no idea if that's true or not. I have no idea because I've never rented a car in these kind of countries and done that. So I think if you have a problem and you need to have a good sleep at night, I think for the extra $100, it's probably worth it. It's like the no haggle insurance, if that's true, and you just pull the car back in if there's an issue or a flat tire or whatever it is, and you just say, hey, your car, your problem. I paid the extra insurance, but I'd want to see it in writing. This car doesn't come with a GPS, and so we have a phone going right now. I didn't want to put the data on, but the GPS in your phone with Google Maps, it still shows you where you are on the Google map. It just won't tell you, what's it gonna tell me? It's just not gonna give you directions.
Yeah.
But you can at least follow your car on the map to make sure you're going the right way. So that's just a little free hack for you. Save yourself 20 bucks on a data charge. Finally, we got on a road that's actually smooth. Looks like that's a big university or something, a big stadium. Anyway, the roads are rough, but the highway, if you go on it, it's actually quite smooth, and it's a little bit safer, a little bit wider. Wow, that's interesting. It's a little bit wider than the average road.
I don't know what to do here.
And we have a bike race. We made it to the airport, but actually that was pretty easy. Just arrived to the airport. That was a bit of a drive. The best thing that my son and I did is we videotaped the car, all the scratches and bumps and bruises and dents, because this thing was littered and I don't want to be on the hook for anything at all. Would I rent a car again? We did 64 kilometers, folks, in 8 days. So you do the math. For me, it probably wasn't worth doing it. If I was coming for a shorter stay, I probably would. But 64 kilometers for 350, for me, it's not worth it. I would rent that car again, but I would only rent it for the days that I actually needed it. It was successful. The staff looked after us. It was very friendly. You know, when you come to these countries and you're not used to renting a car in a different country and they meet in a parking lot, sometimes you think to yourself, what's going on here? But it turned out to be all legit, all great. They put a hold on my credit card, but everything was great. Anyway, like and subscribe, Finding Fish.